I feel like you have to be willing to go through, put yourself out there. I mean, you think that things that you deserve just come upon you. You don't have to work for them.
The Married at First Sight couples are living it up on their honeymoons this week. Hey guys, it's Stephanie, and I'm going to break down everything that happened this week on the hit Lifetime show. So, will it be fun in the sun for our couples, or is there trouble in paradise? Let's find out.
Will I get really annoyed? Maybe. Maybe.
I think it's a strong maybe.
Uh-oh. We'll be good. It'll be all right.
Last episode ended on a tense note for the three C's, Cameron, Clare, and their communication issues. And it seems like things are going to continue that way this week. They don't seem fully on the same page when it comes to what Cameron physically wants and what Clare wants emotionally. And it got a little bit awkward with the other couples.
I think I've probably not been the easiest person to be around, and I can be a lot, and Claire is taking it like a champ.
Thank you.
In fact, another couple left Cameron feeling a little bit jealous.
Hearing Austin talk about his relationship with Becca, it's making me a little jealous. I'm not sure exactly why Claire and I are progressing slower than the other couples, but it does make me curious as to maybe why Claire and I are struggling to engage, intimately.
I think Clare and Cameron really need to read more into what the 5 love languages are, because it's so obvious to me that Cameron is a physical touch person and Claire is a words of affirmation girly. I heard about the 5 love languages on my TikTok, but maybe these two don't have the same For You page as me. What can you do?
I usually make the first move, but she keeps making jokes about my lack of fashion sense. And in this moment, my feeling is that she doesn't feel comfortable enough with me yet. So I'm waiting.
There's nothing like some time in nature to either drive you apart or bring you closer together. In this case, it was the latter. Claire and Cameron decided to go paddleboarding together, and they ended up bonding when they were talking about Cameron's love for his job.
And I think that's something we bond on too, is like, I think some people are okay in a job that they don't love, because whether it makes them money or whatever, and it is, for me, it's like, that's not what matters. It's the fact that you enjoy doing what you do.
Yeah.
I respect that.
It really seems like with this pair, there's a lot of miscommunication going on, but it also appears that they don't have the same set of core beliefs. When they were out at dinner, the topic of therapy came up, and this was super important to Claire, but Cameron doesn't seem to think that he needs any therapy, which Claire was not a fan of.
You think that things that you deserve just come upon you? You don't have to work for them? That's what I'm hearing.
I think, yes, to answer your question more directly, yes, but I would change.
I disagree.
But I would change the words.
Okay.
Everyone is presented with opportunity. Mm-hmm. The question is, do you take advantage of the opportunity that has been offered to you? So I'm the person who, when the door opens, I walk through it.
On to the next couple, we have Emily and Brennan, and they're getting a little bit deeper with each other. Now, these are two self-professed workaholics, so of course the topic of money had to come up. And while they're both making a good amount of money, Brennan says that he really likes to save, and Emily, a girl after my own heart, says that she likes to live that treat-yourself life.
I'm very big on living below our means.
That's how you should do.
Do you feel that way too?
I feel like I believe that, but I can do better at living that way.
I gotta look into this, see what's going on over there. Where all that money's going. We'll find out real quick. Auditor Brennan over here, all of a sudden.
Room for growth for me. Openness, though, for you to take the reins on this.
I have no issues with that.
Emily really knows how to get the party started. Later on, they were hanging out together and doing some shots, and they bonded about how much they have in common.
We're very similar.
The same values, which is like pretty cool. The real important stuff. All this time, like dating, I thought like, am I just different? Like I feel like I can say something, and you wouldn't like judge me for it. I feel like you'd be like, yeah, like
Hell
you'd
yeah.
agree. Is that scary for you?
It's not scary. It's just like crazy. Like I've just never met anyone like me, let alone like someone I like, you know.
Next, we have a couple that seems to be perfectly matched, Becca and Austin. Now, these two seem to have gotten close super quickly, and honestly, I can see why Cameron was a little bit jealous of their relationship.
Austin makes me feel seen and appreciated, and I want to do this every day.
And while out at dinner together, they had one of the most crucial conversations you can have in a relationship about whether they want kids or not. And it seems that Austin, he wants 2 kids, and Becca, she's down for whatever her partner wants.
I think largely the decision lies in like what my partner wants, not because I don't know what I want, but because like truly either way I would be so happy.
Lauren and Orion have an appreciation for each other's interests and their cultures, and they bonded while Lauren showed Orion how she does her hair.
I think it is really amazing that she's able to, just let me in on her culture. Everything I could learn about that, in the ways that I can show support, for her background and her even familial traditions, I'm there for it.
Later, they got deeper talking about what they foresee their future roles will be within their household.
I do get the vibes that, okay, you want to provide for the household and be like the man of the house. And I appreciate that because that's what I'm looking for. But with that being said, I also want to give. I don't want you to feel the burden and the weight of household financial duties alone.
Right.
I very much want you to feel like we're a partnership in this.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah, we're a team in this.
Yeah.
Things got really tense when the topic of racial slurs came up, and Lauren made this comment.
I've used terms that, when I was younger, that I didn't even know were derogatory.
Redskin?
No, I don't think I've ever used that language, but like,
yeah.
But no, I've actually never said, I don't even know what redskin means, honestly. Oh, I do. I just looked at your face. I didn't. I'm sorry. That was a little rough. I'm sorry. That was rough.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, a little bit.
She apologized for what she said, but Orion was not happy.
I'm sorry that I even like I wasn't making a joke necessarily, but I'm sorry I even fed into that hurt for you and that pain for you and your community.
I don't know, things like that is just, that's not a joke.
He got pretty upset, and Lauren agreed that she shouldn't have said what she said.
But you say you're heated, so I'm like, well, why are you?
Because, there were, you started to make comparisons, and, the way I read that is you're trying to make what you said or what came up seem
less offensive than what it was?
It seemed like you tried to minimize.
So I can see why you think I'm trying to minimize, but I think I'm just trying to figure out what's okay to say in this relationship.
I would just stay away from it.
Or,
cracking jokes about each other's background and culture. I wouldn't deem that okay. I wouldn't do that to you.
And that's why okay. No, that's fair.
Right?
Yep.
There is massive amount of pride, in who I am and where I come from.
And I see that, and I respect that.
I would never want you to feel heated in the way that I did because I said something I wasn't aware of.
Okay.
Would you agree with that?
Yep.